So welcome everybody to the 2016 Gasparilla Interactive Conference. Thank you, Ashley and Yoga Loft for making that happen and starting this off a little bit differently for a conference. Anyway, my name is Vinny Tafuro. I'm the Executive Director for the Gasparilla Interactive Conference, and I'm a former AAF Tampa Bay President and Add2 Tampa Bay President, who are the driving organizations of this conference and the endowment that it eventually makes. I want to tell a little bit of a story, or thank first our strategic sponsors, AAF Tampa Bay and Add2 Tampa Bay, Hillsborough Community College for providing the venue space, Hillsborough County and the EDI2 grant program, as well as Shafino Lee, who has created just an amazing brand that puts this conference in a place that that displays this conference in a way of a deserving brand like that. So a little bit of a story about my background and how this event and this came to be. I've been involved with Add2 and AAF Tampa Bay for over a decade, something like 12 years now. And back when I first got involved with Add2 Tampa Bay, one of our first and earliest leadership retreats that the 4th District does, we did some leadership programming. One of the things that was brought up was called a BHAG, and anybody in the nonprofit community knows what that acronym means. It's a big, hairy, audacious goal. And I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. And you kind of achieve it with building a museum or doing the, certain big nonprofit type of goals. And I had the fortunate timing and place to be president of AAF about 4 years ago. And we had been talking about creating an endowment for scholarships for advertising and communication students, because AAF would occasionally give out a student advertising scholarship, but it wasn't consistent because it was out of general funds and not out of an endowment. So what we did is we decided we need an endowment, and we worked through some committee meetings with the Tampa Bay Community Foundation, with the idea that came out of that was we could create an endowment, but we needed $25,000 minimum to do so. So, all right, how do we do that? AAF has the Addy Awards each year, and can't really do another event that's going to raise that kind of money. Add2 Tampa Bay does their amazing public service campaigns every year for free for a local nonprofit. So they're pretty tapped as well. What do we do? What do we do? So we decided with the past presidents of both organizations to combine forces and allow them to create a third and new organization that would not cannibalize the boards of directors of either of the existing two. Hence, Gasparilla Interactive Conference. My two board of director members are Mike Quigley of Signage, representing AAF Tampa Bay, and Kate Watley, the president of Social Forces, and former president of Add2 Tampa Bay. So the three of us together have been working hard to put this product on stage and to make a conference that will eventually raise money for that endowment. The third part of that was, how do we get the seed money to do so? And that was where former Add2 President, County Commissioner Victor Christ, who's also an AAF Tampa Bay silver medalist, came to me, and he's been a personal friend and mentor for years. And we decided if we expanded the scope of Gasparilla Interactive to include entrepreneurialism and the startup economy and technology, we would qualify as an event for EDI2 grant funds. And so Commissioner Christ, last year, with AAF and Add2's past presidents, were able to secure funding for the initial seed money for the first Gasparilla Interactive. With that seed money, we were able to raise the funds privately to match that money and go beyond that last year and have the first event. This year, we've built on that brand, we've built on the conference, and we hope to build on that further as we go forward with this. So that's kind of the story of how we got to where we are now. What's next? The facility we're in this year is top-notch. Hillsborough Community College has stepped up beyond any imaginable possibility for what they've put on stage today, or given us a stage to put what we're about to show you today. So with them, I look forward to Ybor City and Hillsborough Community College being a strategic partner and helping to develop this conference and this brand to be the full potential for Tampa Bay that it is. If you're familiar, if you've looked at the speaker schedule for the next 2 days, we have multiple continents and cities and agents and brands and industries represented. It's a wonderful mix last night at the opening reception of the variety of people and professionals that have come together to make this happen and are going to be here to inspire ideas. And I think we also found the right balance of out-of-market people to bring us inspiration and the right amount of in-market people to showcase what Central Florida is and what we have available here. So with that, I want to also thank our most important large group with this is our Founders Club. We have 39 founding organizations that have donated $1,000 apiece to be the private capital to help put this event on. We could not do it without our Founders Club. And thank you especially to those that upgraded to their Silver Founders Club level this year. We appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to move on to the people that, sorry, I'm getting lost a little bit here. So anyway, thank you to everybody that's helped put this together. What I want to do now is move on to our program. And I want to welcome to the stage my co-MC and a huge, huge friend and mentor and just special person in my life right now. I met her a year ago on this stage, and she has been an integral part of keeping me going and keeping this event going and keeping the connections that we're seeing here and working with me to do that.